Hello, lovely viewers. I hope everyone is fine and working properly at their places. So, we are back again here in grammar lessons today, and today our new topic in grammar class is reported speech, that is, direct and indirect speech. So, today we'll be learning and uncovering about our new topic, that is direct and indirect speech. So let's get started with the chapter. Let's explore what is there in this new topic. So first comes direct speech. So what is direct speech? In English language, there are two ways of conveying what someone else has said. So whenever we are talking, so there are two ways to tell what the person is saying. How? There are two ways. One is the direct quoted speech. Direct quoted speech means that it is said, the words of the speaker is said as it is. And the other part is the indirect or the reported speech. That means the words of the speakers are being changed or has been manipulated by the other speaker. तो दो ways होते हैं whenever we are talking about English language. So there are two ways of conveying someone else's message. दो ways होते हैं किसी और का मैसेज कन्वे करने के लिए. हमारी इंग्लिश में दो ways कौन से होते हैं? एक तो होता है डायरेक्ट स्पीच या कोटेड स्पीच. नाउ डायरेक्ट स्पीच इज कि जैसा कहा गया है, you are telling it to someone as it is. And the other way is the indirect one, or you can say the reported one, which means that you have manipulated some words or you have changed the words of the original speaker. Okay, now coming on to first direct speech, that means the quoted speech which is said as it is. So direct speech क्या होता है? What is it? It involves the quoting of exact words uttered by the person within the inverted commas or quotation mark. So these are the as it is words which are used by the person who is speaking. Means the uttered words, which are the words which are already spoken, you are using the same words to convey the message in the inverted commas. It is like he said so. He said that he is not eating the food. So that is the direct speech. Annie said, I will be coming home tonight. This is direct speech. When you say to someone कि मैं आज खाना नहीं खाऊंगा, so what is the English of it? I will not eat the food. And what is the direct speech for it? That he said, I will not eat the food. The words are not changed. The words are as it is used, and this is the direct speech. When you put up the direct words, the quoted words as it is in the quotation marks, this is direct speech. Now coming on to indirect speech. What is indirect speech? Indirect speech does not have to be within quotes or reported word to word. In fact, unless one is relying the exact words spoken, one should never use the quotation mark. So what is happening here in indirect speech? One, you do not use quotation marks because you do not use the exact words of the speaker in the indirect speech. You manipulate the words, you change the words, and then convey the message of the speaker to someone else. Like she said that she would be coming home that night. उसने कहा था कि शायद वो आएगी उस दिन घर पर. So these are not the words of speaker, because speaker must have said that I will come home that day. I will come home today or that day maybe. So the speaker words should be must be something else. The speaker words क्या हो सकते हैं? I will be coming home tonight. But in indirect speech, the words have changed. How they have changed? She said that she would be coming home that night. So tonight has changed into that night. I has changed into she, so there are words that is changed. So that becomes the reported speech. When you change the words, when you tell it to someone in your own words, जब आप किसी थर्ड पर्सन को बात बता रहे हैं लेकिन अपने वर्ड्स में बता रहे हैं, दैट बिकम्स योर इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच. लेकिन आप किसी थर्ड पर्सन को कोई भी बात बता रहे हैं लेकिन उसी लैंग्वेज और उन्हीं वर्ड्स में बता रहे हैं जो कि स्पीकर ने यूज की थी, दैट इज योर डायरेक्ट स्पीच. नाउ for various of sentences like interrogative sentences, simple sentences, exclamatory sentences, there are different ways to mold up the sentences. So indirect speech for exclamatory sentences. Indirect speech means to change the words according to the speaker or to change the direct words in indirect speech of exclamatory sentence. How do we do that? Like, we know what are exclamatory sentence. When we show our sudden and emotional feelings to someone, that becomes our exclamatory sentences. So sentences which expresses state of joy or sorrow or wonder is called exclamatory sentence. We all know, like, hooray, we won the match. Alas, I failed the test. Wow, what a nice shirt it is. So all of these are simple exclamatory sentences and it is said by one of the speaker. कोई भी ये sentence बोल रहा है. लेकिन now you want to present them as indirect speech. So how you will change such sentences which are, exclaimed with joy, which are full of sorrow and full of, wonder. So, depending upon the nature of exclamatory sentence in indirect speech, we change direct speech into indirect speech of exclamatory sentences by adding few words like he said, "Hooray! I won a prize." This is the direct speech. कि उसने ऐसा कहा कि वो एक प्राइज जीत गया. Now, what is indirect speech? When you are telling it to third person, he exclaimed with joy that he had won a prize. वो जब उसे प्राइज मिला था, he exclaimed with joy. He was full of joy. Similarly, she said, "Alas, I failed in exam." So what will be the indirect for it? She exclaimed with sorrow that she failed in the exam. So you are adding the words in indirect speech. Why you are adding the words in indirect speech? Because basically to the third person, the conversation is reaching indirectly. That's why the words are being added or the words are being manipulated while transferring that speech. That becomes the indirect speech. John said, "Wow, what a nice shirt it is." John exclaimed with wonder that it was a nice shirt. So the words change in indirect speech, while in direct speech the word remains same. You cannot change, you do not change the words. Similarly, for simple or imperative sentences, we do use indirect speech and direct speech in those sentences as well. So a sentence which expresses command, request, advice or suggestion basically are called as imperative sentence. We all know that. So open the door, please help me, learn your lesson. All of these are imperative sentences. Now how to make its direct speech and indirect speech? So all of these words or all of these sentences have different kind of command, have different kind of order or have different kind of advice or suggestion. Basically imperative sentences are the same. So reporting those verbs, reporting those sentences depends upon their nature. How they depend upon their nature? Because nature of the sentence is either commanding, nature of the sentence is either ordering, or nature of the sentence is either suggesting, advising, requesting. So it depends on the same. So please help me. So direct speech will be, he said to me, please help me. And he's asking for a request. So indirect speech, when you're telling it to third person, so how you'll change it? He requested me to help him. उसने मुझसे रिक्वेस्ट किया था कि मैं उसकी हेल्प करूं. लेकिन डायरेक्ट स्पीच में क्या आ रहा है मीनिंग? उसने कहा मेरी हेल्प करो. So can you see the difference between direct speech and indirect speech, where the words are being added on and manipulated and changed upon? Similarly, she said to him, you should work hard for exams. He suggested him to work hard for exams. They said to him, do not tell a lie. They said to him not to tell a lie. And he said, open the door. He ordered to open the door. You see how, the words are changing in indirect speech and the direct speech. Direct speech is as it is the words which are said. And indirect speech, when you are conveying the message to the third person in your own language, becomes your indirect way. The way of saying has become indirect. So this is how you change imperative sentence. Now, indirect speech for interrogative or question sentence. Now, these sentence depends upon the nature of the sentence. How? Because a question can be of two types. One question could be that only a yes or no wala question, when you just have to answer yes or when you just have to answer no. And the other kind of question needs little bit of explanation for the answer, and that answer cannot be answered in yes or no. So there are two types of questions. So based on that, direct and indirect speech differs. How they differs? Direct speech, let's go for the example. For the direct speech, let's say, they said to me, did you go to school? And indirect speech for the sentence will be, they asked me if I had gone to school. So basically for this question, answer will be yes or no. उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि क्या मैं स्कूल गई? Yes or no? So direct speech is as it is putting up the words of the speaker. Did you go to school? उन्होंने मुझसे ये पूछा कि क्या तुम स्कूल गई? And indirect speech is molding up the words. So they asked me if I had gone to school. तो उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा कि क्या मैं स्कूल गई? So that is again when you are asking questions when the questions are answered in yes or no, but direct and indirect speech differs from one another. So basically, how do we change direct speech to indirect speech? We should use, we should have different type of tactics to change direct speech into indirect speech, and keeping that in mind, because direct speech and indirect speech are basically used when we are talking about past. जो चीज़ हो चुकी है और आप किसी को explain कर रहे हो, तो obviously वो past में ही बताई जाएगी. Whenever we are writing a report in a newspaper, or whenever we are conveying someone's message, that becomes past. कि उसने ऐसा कहा था, वो ऐसा कह रहा था, उसने ऐसा किया था. So that all becomes the past tense. So therefore the verbs usually used in reported speech is of past tense. For example, whenever in direct speech you are using is, am, so in indirect it will become was. Indirect, if you are using are, so in indirect speech it will become were. Similarly, has, have, so in indirect it will be had. Can, can't would be could, couldn't, and will, won't will be would, wouldn't. So this is how it changes in direct, from direct to indirect. And tenses also change. So present simple changes into past simple sentence. Present continuous tense changes into past continuous. Present perfect changes into past perfect. Similarly, present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Past simple changes into past perfect. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Future simple, that means whenever we are using will with the sentence, it will change into would. And future continuous, that means will be, will change into would be. and future perfect, that is will have, changes into would have. And there is the change in time and adverb also. So in direct speech, when we are using today, so in indirect speech we uses that day, the same day. Similarly for tomorrow we uses the next day, the following day. Ago, if we are using the word ago in direct speech, so in indirect speech we use before. For here we use there, and for this we use that. This is how there is the change in time and adverbs. So this is basically how we do the direct and indirect changes in our reported speech. And for reported speech there are two parts, direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech is the words which are spoken as it is, and indirect speech is when the speaker the words are added upon, and when the speaker's words are changed and indirectly said to someone, becomes your indirect speech. So here is your the topic of direct and indirect speech, everyone. If you face any doubt in this topic, children, please do ask, and I'll be sharing some wonderful worksheets after this. So go through that, go through the video carefully, and please do ask if there is any doubt. Thank you, everyone.